Hello, this video is for Math 154, Quantitative Reasoning, and we're looking at Homework 1B, question number 29. So we have this truth table, and we're giving different options for different truth values for C and D. And our goal is to find the truth value for not C or D. So to answer this, I'm going to do this in multiple steps. So what I will do is I'll evaluate the truth value for C or D, and then I will just negate that. Okay? So let me extend this table a little bit to the right, instead of doing this in a single step. Okay? Sorry, my lines are all squiggly. All right. And what I will do is, let's write some stuff out. I will find what that is here, and then my final answer will be the opposite of the column to the left, so what they originally wanted. Okay? All right. So remember, this is a disjunction. C or D is true if one of them or both of them are true. So if one of them is true, this entire thing is going to be true. So look, for the first row, both C and D are true. So C or D will be true. Okay? The second row, well, one of them is true, right? So because of this first T, doesn't matter if the second one is false, this disjunction is also true. Next, if you look at the next line, even though the first is if, D is true. Because of that, this disjunction is also true. And finally, well, if you look at the very last row here, they're both false. So there's no way that disjunction is going to be true. So we're going to say that last one is going to be false. Now, remember, negation is simply the opposite of the of that proposition. So if C or D is true, then the opposite of that will be false. Okay? If C or D is true, then the opposite of that will be F. Same thing. We're going to negate the true, so that will be false. And the last one, if C or D is false, if you negate that, we're going to get truth values. So the answers are going to be F, 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 and T. So I'm going to go enter those. F, 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 and the last one will be T. So for this one, it's almost easier to do it in two-step instead of thinking about the final answer in a single step. The second part of this question, we're evaluating, we'll try to do one part at a time. So we need to find the opposite of C and the opposite of D, and find the truth value for their conjunction. So remember, for a conjunction to be true, both the first part and the second part must be true. So we need TT. If we have any false statement, then the entire conjunction will be false. So let's take a look. So if C is true, not C will be false. And if D is true, not D will be false. We just need to make these two opposites. So when you start it with T and T, you're going to get F and F. Well, for a conjunction to be true, both of these must be true, right? So when you have F and F, this automatically is a false conjunction. So let's keep on going. The next one. Opposite of true is false. And opposite of false is true. Well, you notice how this one is false this time, right? But we need both of them to be true. So unfortunately, this conjunction is also false. Let's go to the next line. Opposite of false is true. And opposite of true is false. This is wrong too, because that second proposition is false, making the entire conjunction false. Let's do the last one. Well, when you negate two false statements, they become true and true. So we found it finally. And this is the only time when an entire conjunction is true. So the answer for this second set will be FFFT. And again, just like that previous part, this one's easier if you try to do it in two steps instead of just jumping to the final answer. So I'm going to go enter FFFT on this table. Oopsies, F, and T. And that should be all good. Okay? Are the two given statements logically equivalent? That's a good question. So remember, logically equivalent means the truth values are the same. Let me look at the first table. The first table has FFFT. The second table has FFFT. Well, they are exactly the same, aren't they? So I'm going to say, yes, these two statements are logically equivalent. And that's it for question number 29.